Hello, and welcome back to another edition of Carrie's Gardening Channel. Today is May the 17th, 2018, and we're going to be planting some wax begonias here today. And I'm going to be using this container here. This is a barrel container, and it does have drain holes in the bottom. You want to make sure when you do your containers up that your containers have really good drainage. So I'm going to get one of them out here. Let's go for the more compact one here. Here. Moment. Go. Get one out of here. Sorry about that. So this is our root system on this, and oops, let me get out of the thing there. And they've been drying out because it's been so warm up here. We went from warm to cold back to warm. So I'm going to rough the root system up on here, and I already have my container partially filled with Miracle-Gro potting mix, and I am going to add some more to it here. Okay. And they do recommend that you wear gloves when you use this stuff. There we go. Now I'm leaving about an inch space between the top of the root ball and the top of the container as a water reservoir. And this will fill out for me then. And I'm only putting one in this container. It's not a really big container, and I don't want to overcrowd it. And I am taking off the seed pods because I want my plants to keep blooming. So I'm just going to be taking this whole thing off right at the back here, because this one's pretty much done blooming. And one of the problems where you run into with annuals is if you don't deadhead them, when they go to seeds, they will stop blooming. So some routine care on your annuals should keep them blooming all summer long. So I'm going to fill this in here. And you can do these in containers, like you can put them together. I've been using them in mixed containers. The Bada Bing mix, which is what this wax begonia mix is, it gets 8 to 10 inches tall, and you can space it 14 to 18 inches. Now, when you do a container, you can definitely put them closer together, because even when you buy like your hanging baskets, they're not spaced to the spacing requirements because you want to get that nice full look. And you know what? I am actually going to put another one in here with him. Yeah, I've decided I'm going to put 2 in with him. Just going to go for a really full look here. Because now that I'm looking at it, this one's more tall. So I'm just going to grab the other one out of here. That's a little shorter. And I'm going to stick these two here in together. Oops. And you want to make sure when you're planting your stuff, your plants, that you fill in around them. And I like these little tools for that, these little shovels. I'll put a link down below for a set similar to this, because they're so nice to just get in around and fill in around your plant. Yeah, this is going to be a much fuller planter. I like this better than just the one. And you could really pop this with color if you added like white alyssum, or if you added like blue lobelia. I've done that in some of the other planters and containers that I did, and that'll just really pop this for even more color. Now I'm doing these two as specimen plants in just a single planter, so I don't think I'm going to be putting any more alyssum in with this. I didn't grow enough of that this year, so I'm really running low on that in lobelia. And you can put these in baskets if you want, because this Bada Bing mix thrives in both sun and light shade, and it can tolerate a wide range of soil conditions. Like, it can tolerate moist soil, it can tolerate dry soil. So it's a very versatile plant. This is the first year I grew this mix, and I'm very pleased with it. I've grown other wax begonia mixes before, like I bought the plants up, and I'm just really pleased with this Bada Bing mix. So I'm really thinking that I might go for the dark colored foliage next year. And I'm just filling it around here, and I'm going to get my little shovel here, because you want to get in front of the plant as well. And this comes in a few different colors. I believe this is the scarlet color. I really like this one. It comes in white, a light pink, and it comes in a hot pink. I've already planted the hot pink up in a basket, and I did another hot pink in a planter with a bunch of other plants. And when you do your planters, now I don't always do this. Sometimes I just go with what I like. You want to kind of complement the different colors that you'll be putting in with it. And again, I don't always do that. Sometimes I just go with like my own thing. Something around here. And my soil is nice and fluffy. It's dry. I finished working with a bag that had gotten wet. And you can lay it out on a tarp to let it dry before you plant with it. It's always an option. Some more here. And if you accidentally break like one of these off, these are super easy to root from cuttings. If you just do like stem cuttings from it. Let's say you accidentally broke this piece here off, and you see the leaf knot here and it broke under here. You could basically do a 45-degree angle cut right here and take the flowers off if there's any blooms on it, so it doesn't stress the cutting anymore. Take like your Miracle-Gro, just put it in a little bit, puts your Miracle-Gro in a container and stick your cutting in. Water it, keep the soil moist, and it should root for you. So they're super, super easy to do from cuttings. My dad said when he was a kid, his grandmother used to give him slips of wax begonia cuttings to root, and he would root them, and they would grow for him. So, there we go. And this will all fill in for us then. I'll take the camera off the tripod here and I'll show you what it looks like. And a moment. There we go. I am going to finish deadheading this. I'm taking the blooms off. I might throw another red one in over here. I probably am going to, just so I get a nice full look. Let me go grab that real quick. Okay, so I went over and I got that. These are the ones that I started from seed. You can tell there's a big difference in size of the plants. But I'm really happy that it has a red one with it, so I can just finish this off. You can see the root system here. I'm just going to rough the roots up on it here. And I'm going to make my hole over here for my plant, and I'm just going to, I gotta make it a little bit deeper here, and I'm going to stick this one here in here. There we go. And then I'll give me my nice full planter then as everything starts growing. So I definitely like starting them better and peat pellets than I do in the seed starting mix. You can see the difference in the plant height between the ones in the seed starting mix and the ones in the peat pellets that were transplanted. So that's how I plant out wax begonias. And if you were going like for a full planter look with the lobelia or the Elysium, you could put like a lobelia here in between each plant and then go around each plant with your Elysium. So you'll be doing, I usually group my lobelia in plants of like 2 or 3, and I do the same thing with the Elysium to get a nice full look out of it. And your Elysium and your lobelia, they can take the full sun to light shade. And just make sure, you know, when you do your containers, that you make sure your plants can tolerate the same soil conditions and that they can also tolerate the same lighting conditions, because that's important to do that. So there we go. And when this starts growing more, I will come back and I will show you more of what it looks like. Take it off the tripod here, and there we go. So you can see it. And this will all fill out. If you want to make them fuller, you can pinch the growing tips out of them and it'll all branch out really nice for you even more. And now that we're all done planting it, we will just have to water it. So I will show you how to do that, because you'll probably have to fill in around your plants some, because the soil, being that it's dry, is going to settle. So we'll just have to fill in with some more soil around the plants. So we'll be back. Okay, so I'm back here and I got my watering can. And I already did water this here a little bit. I'm going to give it some more water here. And as you're watering this, you want to check the soil to make sure that it didn't create any pockets and that it didn't sink down too far. If it does sink down, you'll just have to put some more soil in it. And I'll water this until water runs out the bottom of it. And I really like this little watering can here. It's nice and it's lightweight, so it's really good to use like if you do hanging baskets or something. And I really like the longer snout on it because you can get like into the center of the plants and stuff. So I'm going to put this in its final location, and when it starts growing out more, and blooming more, I will come back with another video and I will show you what it looks like. If you like my video, please like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions, you can leave them below and I'll try and answer them for you. Please don't forget to hit that little notification button on time when I put a new video on. Thank you for watching and I hope you have a nice day. Bye.